This video is our presentation of QPSA.com Inc. QPSA is an AMEX listed stock trading our ticker QPSA. It's another chart that we're looking at because, like so many, a sharp fall has recently happened over the last couple months. Nice double bottom through here though, and now holding a higher low. Moved back over top of the 50-day moving average. One we're going to keep an eye on now to see if it's going to try and push back upward, challenge some resistance points. Nice look going on with MACD. Trend back towards zero. Made the break. Of course, that's where the large climb happened, coming from under $3 to up to almost $5. Retraces happened, found support. Now it looks like we might get another bullish cross of the MACD. You can see similarly with the PPO, solid upward trend. ADX is pretty neutral at this point, with this negative DI coming down, the positive DI moving upward, breaking through the ADX. It's one to keep an eye on because it could be taking a bullish direction here in the near future. Recovery seems to be happening with the MFIs, all moving back towards 50. Just a slightly higher low being made in the accumulation distribution. Shaky money flow is a bit of a concern that it broke back down through zero. But you got to remember it factors in 20 different periods, and there was some significant selling that went on right through here. So selling pressure has taken over, at least for the time being. We'll be looking for this to try and make a reversal, push back up through zero. CCI making its break back through negative 100. Bottom feeders like to see that. And the full still making its rotation, trying to come out of oversold early on, but a slight amount of momentum is trying to come into the play. And much like the MACD, you see the upward trend in the tricks. And now you look for the rotation, hold right around that zero mark, and then potentially another bullish cross. Still not in a bad position at this point. RSIs with this recent bounce, moving back towards 50, flattening out a little bit. That's because of this upper shadow that happened yesterday. It sucked a little bit of the momentum out of the play, but again, not in a bad spot. Be looking for that breakthrough 50, and an upward trend to hold at that point. From a candle standpoint, we're going to identify a support level right there around $3.50. It actually was a bit of a general area because you could see some resistance that was in play right through here. And the price per share actually dipped through the high points there, but it did reinforce the idea of support in the $3.50 area to be true. Now, as I mentioned, just pushed above the 50-day moving average. That's an important factor in any chart. We will identify a resistance level right there around $4. You can see it was a support level back here in August and September, and it acted as a little bit of support on this pullback, and now you can see it's having a little bit of trouble with trying to push back through it. So that's going to be a first level of resistance. Beyond that, really stiffens up around $5. And while it doesn't actually look like too much, from where it is closing at $3.91, that's a pretty substantial climb, over 25% to go up there to that level. But you can see this stock does have some pretty large swings, $4 to over $5, as I mentioned. $2.70 back up to $5. So if some upward pressure does come, it's not without question that it might go up and challenge that level again. The indicators are certainly aligning for something like that to potentially happen, but it all starts with the first steps of holding this support level and break it through this $4 resistance point, and that's what we're going to be looking for. 357,000 shares traded, that's decent liquidity, and that's right about average for it. Of course, we will be looking for an increase in volume bars on any sort of pressure to blow through the resistance, but even at those levels, it can stack together several days at that point and still make a nice climb. Nice looking chart though. We'll keep it on radar to see if this is identifying this as the true bottom and see where it goes from here. As always, merely my interpretation of the QPSA chart. Thank you for watching and trade smart.